Next up at UFC 267, we have the feature prelim fight. We have
featured
Amanda Ribas versus Virna Jandiroba. Amanda Ribas 10-2 overall, 4-1 in her last 5, coming off of that KO loss to Marina Rodriguez. Virna Jandiroba 17-2 overall, 3-2 in her last 5. We've got 2 very good grapplers that are going to go at it. Amanda is a complete fighter. She started her career as a grappler. She's added in the striking. She's comfortable everywhere. Her striking stats are fantastic. She has a 4-1 striking differential, which means for every 4 strikes she lands, she has only hit 1 time. On top of that, her takedown defense is a solid 85%. She famously handed Mackenzie Dern her first loss, and she outstruck her more than 3-1 and even got her own takedowns without much concern for being submitted there. Virna Jandiroba, also fantastic on the ground. Her striking is just okay, but she hits hard and she throws with solid volume. She doesn't have much head movement, and the stats tell that story as well, because for almost every 2 strikes that she lands, she gets hit 3 times. So she's on the wrong side of that striking differential. There are no secrets to her game plan. Throw big, heavy punches, look for a takedown. She's probably the better pure grappler, but so is Mackenzie Dern, and that didn't work out for her. If we talk about past the victory, Virna basically only has 1, which is a submission, whereas Amanda can win striking. Amanda can win a decision. Amanda can get some takedowns. We talked a lot on this card about odds that are too wide. I don't think these are wide enough. I already have a money line bet on Amanda Ribas, minus 155. I imagine that will move. I just don't see her losing to Jandiroba, who has just okay takedowns, and her jiu-jitsu is not as good as Mackenzie Dern's. Jacob, please go on your Amanda Ribas rant.
I honestly can't believe you are so anti Amanda Ribas. I cannot believe that not only are you picking her, but you made her your lock of the week. That's insane. This Amanda Ribas is a lock of the week, and I want to say a few things uninterrupted, please. First of all, Virna was outstruck and lost a striking match to Mackenzie Dern. Listen, I love Mackenzie Dern. She's not a striker, and she just outjabbed and outstruck Virna to a decision win. That doesn't sit well for Virna in this matchup. Amanda is the better striker. She's the better at judo, and she's better at jiu-jitsu. I don't care what Virna's accolades are. She's better everywhere in this fight. The odds should be minus 900 for Amanda. I agree with you completely, Angelo. These should be minus 1,000, minus 5,000. I would bet Amanda at minus 10,000. This is the ultra lock of all locks. Listen, this might be the first time that we ever see someone get in a clinch situation and hip toss somebody out of the octagon. I'm honest to God, I think Amanda Ribas might hip toss her outside of the octagon for a disqualification win. Amanda's going to win. This is the easiest pick on the entire card. Easiest pick of the century.
I almost hate that I picked her now because I had to listen to that ridiculous rant. I do think, listen, I have the money line bet on her. I think she wins. You're being ridiculous. $8,200, I'll probably spend it. I don't know how well she'll score, but $8,200 is not a lot of money, so I'll spend that. In DraftKings, Monkey Knife fight, honestly, probably the more. It most likely goes to a decision. Virna will probably struggle to get past 46. That's the only problem with that more. What do you think there?
This is actually kind of tricky for Amanda because if this stays striking, I agree. Virna is tough enough. This is probably going to be a decision. It's probably going to be a more. But as you mentioned, Ribas with that, that bad stoppage, apparently knocked out last fight, whatever. She might come in and go back to her game plan, and that's just judo, throw people to the ground and try to work submissions because that's what she does best. So that's 84 is real tricky. It depends on her game plan. And I've been watching the embeddeds. Amanda, you've been looking great on the embeddeds. But also when she's hitting pads, man, it looks like she's really, really been working on her striking, working on her kicks. She was throwing a lot of kicks in the embedded. So we'll see what happens there. So I don't really love playing that 84.5. I'll probably stay away from this one, honestly.
Yeah. It is an interesting strike line, but we mention this all the time. These lines move with the money. So maybe it'll move in a direction that you like and the general public is wrong. So we'll see what happens there. But either way, wewantpicks.com/MKF. Jump in. They will give you a $100 deposit match. You don't have to play this line. You can play the others, and it's every single sport, not just UFC.
And I will mention just real quick, I did propose to Amanda, waiting response, will update.
Okay. Here's a funny story. Very quick for everybody.
No, we don't.
Yeah, no, we will. One of my friends that Jacob is in a group chat with knows Amanda well. He was a coach at American Top Team, knows her well. And Jacob in the group chat, me, Dan, this other person, a few other people, Jacob was like, oh, so-and-so. I'm not going to say who. So-and-so, do you have Amanda's number? Tell Amanda this. Tell Amanda, just how Jacob flirts. And the dude just replied, but here's her contact information, like her straight up contact card. And what'd Jacob do with it? What'd you do with it?
I mean, that's why I just proposed. We've been dating behind. I didn't want to bring this up, but we've been dating in private for a year now. I think we're ready to bring it public. That's why I proposed to her on Twitter.
So Jacob did nothing.
Waiting for a response. I'm waiting for a response.
Was literally given her contact information. Her
she has liked a few of my tweets. She has liked a few of my tweets.
Yeah, you sent pictures of your dogs. What a cheesy move that is.
It's my account. It's not my dog's account. I'll tell you that.
We're moving on.